Good afternoon, yogis. So this month I've had a request for a practice to release and stretch the upper back and shoulders. This is an area where a lot of us with our modern lifestyle carry a lot of tension. We're always hunching forward over computers, looking down at our phones, driving cars. And so we tend to carry a lot of stiffness and tension around here. And it's exacerbated if you lift a lot of weights at the gym. So we're going to look at releasing all of that out. You're going to need a couple of props for this practice. So first of all, if you have one of these, a TheraBand or stretchy band, fantastic, use that. If not, you can just use a belt, dressing gown cord, anything like that will do. And we're also going to use either a yoga brick if you have one, or if not, just a small hand towel rolled up will do the job. So grab your props, pop them to one side. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, so you might be kneeling, maybe sitting cross-legged, perhaps propped up on your block or your towel. And we're going to begin with some neck exercise. So firstly, let's find the correct posture of the neck, where there's no effort, where we're neatly balancing the skull on the spine. So the skull balances on top of the spine on a little spigot point called the dens. And when we're neatly sitting on the dens, not dropping the head forward at all, there's a sense of ease and freedom in the movement of the neck. So to find that location, we're going to imagine there's a skewer going all the way through the ears. And we're going to lift the chin and then draw the chin down and slightly in. So that point between the skewer and the spine, that's our dens location. And now when you turn the head, hopefully you're feeling a sense of freedom, the easy rotation, not over-recruiting the neck muscles. So from that place, let's begin by connecting with the breath. So close the eyes for a moment. And breathing in and out smoothly through the nostrils. Inhale, filling up chest and then the belly. Exhaling, belly, and then from the chest. A couple more like that, connecting the attention, connecting with the breath. And then inhale fully. As you exhale, turn the head and gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and continue like this in your own breath. Gently releasing, mobilizing the neck. Beginning to connect movement with breath. Couple more like this. Inhaling center, exhaling to turn. And hopefully feeling that sense of freedom. And then come back to center. Keep the right hand in the lap and take the left arm, rotate it inwardly so that the thumb points down and take it behind. Take hold of the elbow, inside of the elbow. And sit tall. As you exhale, start to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Only going as far as is comfortable. Keeping the breath smooth and even, we're going to shrug that left shoulder away from the ear. And feeling that gentle stretch down the left side of the neck. Again, close the eyes, draw the attention inwards. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, slowly bring the head back to center. Release the left arm, take the hand to the lap. Extend the right arm, inwardly rotate. And take it behind the back, take hold of the elbow. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Again, smooth, even breath. So these simple exercises, things that you can do at your desk throughout your working day, just to take a moment of releasing out the tension that can build up in this area. Inhale, come back to centre and release the hand. We're going to make our way over onto all fours. So setting up a strong foundation, the wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked in a line, fingers spread, knees directly underneath the hips, toenails to the mat. We'll start with a few rounds of cat-cow, Vidalasana, to warm and mobilise the spine and the shoulders. So neutral spine to begin, back of the neck long, and then as we exhale, we're going to press into the hands round the upper back, drop the chin and drop the tail, and draw the belly button up towards the spine. Inhale, reverse the movement, so we're going to reach long with the chin and the tail, and lightly draw up the pelvic floor here to protect the lower back. Exhale, reverse. Rounding as you exhale. Inhale, reach. So continuing your own breath. And start to become aware of the movement of the shoulder blades. So they're moving apart from each other as we round the upper back. And drawing back towards each other as we reach. A couple more like this. Gently warming up the shoulder joints. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Take the hips back onto the heels, press into the hands, look back towards the knees and start to lift the knees and hips away from the mat. Keep the knees quite bent at first. So we're coming into downward dog, extending one heel at a time towards the mat, pedaling through the feet. And then extending both heels towards the mat, knees still a little bit bent. Lift the sit bones high and then start to extend the heels. Don't worry if the heels come nowhere near the mat, that's fine. You just want to keep the hips lifting. Keep rolling the shoulders open so we've got that nice spaciousness across the upper back. And we're looking back towards the knees. Back of the neck is long. One more breath here. And then walk the hands in towards the feet, keep the knees soft. And we're going to take the hands behind the back, interlace the hands, and raise them up towards the sky. So we're going to keep a soft bend in the elbows here. We want to feel the work in the muscles of the shoulders, not in the joint capsules. So no lock in the elbows. Let the head be heavy. And gradually start to extend the hands overhead. Smooth, even breath. You want to keep the lower ribs in contact with the thighs. If they're not, put a little bit more bend in the knees. So the lower back is long, protected, no rounding. And then exhale, release the hands. And on an inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up. Exhaling at the top. Now if you'd like to add some sun salutations here, you can put me on pause, add a few of those in if you want to extend the practice. Otherwise we're going to move into our practice with the bands. So grab your belt, band, whatever you have. I highly recommend these. They're called TheraBands. You can find them online, you can find them at the bigger sports shops. And we're going to spend a moment just finding the right distance to have the hands apart. So what we're going to be doing is inhaling up, exhaling the arms behind. So just take a moment to find how far apart your hands need to be. We want to be able to keep the arms straight. I'm going to feel a bit of a stretch across the shoulders and the fronts of the shoulders. Maybe even a slight tingling up the insides of the arms. We get a neural stretch down the nerve channels. But only as far as is comfortable. We want to feel a stretch, but no pain, no pinching. So when you've found your distance, take the arms out in front, belly button height. Exhale, prepare to begin. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, behind. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Continue in your own breath. Make sure that you're not starting to pooch the belly out and go banana back. Keep drawing the lower ribs and the pubic bone towards each other to keep that core strong. And connecting movement with breath. The breath begins, the movement follows. Let's take one more. And this time I'm going to take the arms a little wider, the hands a little wider on the strap. So for the next one, we're going to be going inhaling up, exhale behind. Inhale, other hand up, exhale in front. So again, set up your distance. Exhale, prepare to begin. Inhale, take the right hand up and all the way behind, keeping the strap at hip height. Inhale, left hand up and in front. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, in your own breath. Let's take 2 more rounds this way. And then let's take it the other way around. Inhale up, exhale down. So we're promoting the production of the synovial fluid in the joint capsule here, as well as stretching out the muscles, drawing the shoulder blades together, expanding the front of the chest. Last round. And drop the hands, give the shoulders a shake, and stay with the band. I'm going to take the band in the right hand, raise the arm up, and take it behind. So we're going to drop the right hand in between the shoulder blades. Take the left hand out in front, again inwardly rotate the arm so the thumb's pointing down, and take it up and behind. I'm just going to turn my back to you now so you can see what's going on here. I'm going to take hold of the strap in both hands, and you're going to start to walk the hands towards each other. So keep lifting that right elbow, rotating the left elbow inwards, armpit inwards. Perhaps the fingertips reach. If the fingertips reach, you're going to grasp. And keep lifting the chest, working the hands towards each other. Smooth, even breathing. Again, checking in with the stance, making sure that we're not starting to sag into the lower back. Lifting that elbow, drawing the left shoulder back. One more breath. And release. Take the band in the left hand and we'll take it to the other side. So left arm goes up and over, dropping the band behind. Right arm raised, inwardly rotate, thumb towards the floor, and take the hand behind. Find the strap. When you find the strap, walk the hands together. Maybe hook the fingers. Maybe the sides feel very different, so be content with wherever you're working. Smooth, even breaths. So we're lengthening out the tricep of the raised arm, stretching the shoulder muscles of the lower arm. One more breath. And release. Pop the strap over to one side. And take the arms out in front, palms facing down, shoulder height. We're going to cross the right arm over the left. Now if they only cross on the lower arms, that's fine. We're going to bend the elbows and bring the backs of the hands together. If you can cross them above the elbows, we're going to do the same thing. If they're easily crossing above the elbows, you can see if you can take that left hand around the inside of the right wrist. Pressing the fingertips up towards the sky. This is plenty, you can stay here. If you're going to work deeper, you're going to start to lift the elbows away from the floor and press the hands away from you. So strongly stretching on the backs of the shoulder blades here. Smooth, even breaths. Lifting the elbows, pressing the hands away, or just pressing the backs of the hands together if you're not binding. One more breath. And exhale down, release. The arms out in front. Cross the other way, left over right. Backs of the hands together or wrapping around. Inhale, raise the elbows if that's available. Pressing the hands away if you want to work deeper. The hips, and let's toe heel the feet out to a wide stance. I'm going to take the feet out at 10 to 2. Bend the knees. We want the knees to be tracking directly over the big toes. We want to be able to see the toes beyond the knees, so you might need to turn the feet in a wee bit. And then straighten the legs. I'm going to inhale, exhale, take the arms behind. Inhale, lift and open the chest. Exhale, start to take it down into a squat, and as you fold forward, hinging from the hips, you're going to take the arms up and over. Let the back of the neck be long, the head heavy, and keep working the hands up towards the ceiling, sitting low into the hips. Smooth, even breaths. Let each exhale take you deeper into the posture. Exhale, lower the hands back towards the butt and then release the hands, take them to the mat in front of you. Toe heel the feet together, and we're going to come down onto all fours. So set up that strong foundation again, so we've got the knees underneath the hips, and this time we're going to walk the hands out in front. Keep the hips high, extend the hands out long. I'm going to start bowing the chest down between the legs, so only working as far as you're feeling a nice stretch but no pinching. You're going to soften the chest down towards the mat. Maybe the chin comes to the mat, maybe just the forehead. Smooth, even breaths. And then inhale, raise the torso, keep your hands where they are. We're going to take the right hand and thread it underneath the left armpit. Slowly lower down onto that right shoulder. And rest the face on the right cheek. Now if this is plenty, stay here. If you want to work deeper, you're going to inhale and extend that left hand up to the sky. There's a tendency here for that left hip to pop up, so draw it back to the midline. And then if you want to work deeper still, you're going to press into the back of the right hand and start to spin the chest open. Keep resting on the side of the face, should be no pressure in the neck. One more breath. And then exhale. If you've reached up, take that raised arm back to the mat. Press into the left hand. Inhale. Take the right hand back back to starting place, and let's take it to the other side. So threading the left arm underneath the right armpit, keeping the hips high, resting on the left cheek. If this is plenty, stay here. If you're working deeper, you're going to extend that right arm up towards the sky, reaching through the fingertips, making sure that that right hip doesn't swing out, and pressing into the back of the hand to start to spin the chest open. 2 more breaths. And then inhale, reaching through the fingertips, exhale, placing the hand back onto the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, let's take one more bow down between the arms. And then rolling the chest forward, come onto the forearms and place the pelvis down on the mat. So we're going to cross the forearms, right in front of left, palms facing down onto the mat. And then from here we're going to start to, making sure that we've got the elbows directly under the shoulders, start to creep the fingertips away. We want to keep the upper arms nice and close to the chest. It's not the most elegant position to come into, but it feels like a really strong stretch across the shoulders. So this may be plenty. If you're going to work deeper, you're going to keep moving the hands away from each other. It's a very deep stretch, so be mindful of the body. Listen to what it's telling you. If that's fine, you're going to rest the chin on top of the right upper arm. Close the eyes. And let each exhale soften you down. Two more breaths. And inhale, lift the chest, start to walk the hands back in towards each other, draw the forearms back towards each other, and then I'm going to cross them the other way. Left arm in front, and then start to creep the hands away from each other again. Upper arms close to the chest, palms facing down. Again, taking it to your level. Exhale, soften down, maybe taking the chin to rest on the upper arm. Drawing the attention inwards, let the breath be smooth, steady, even. And then inhale, lift the chest, creep the hands and the forearms back towards each other. Take the hands underneath the shoulder heads, press back up to all fours, and then swing around onto the hips. We're going to come down onto the back for our final posture. Supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to take the block or your towel. If you've got a towel, you're going to roll it up into a sausage shape, about 1.5 foot long. Whichever option you're using, you're going to place the bottom of your prop in line with your natural waist. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the sides. And then gently lower yourself down onto your prop. You rest the head on the mat behind you. So take a moment to find the right positioning. I'm going to release the hands. Roll the shoulders open, let them drape over the block. The palms face up to the sky. Close the eyes. So it's a lovely passive chest opener. The reverse of how we spend so much of our lives hunched forwards. So this can feel like a beautiful practice just to do as a standalone when you get home from work. Take the attention inwards, connect the attention with the breath again. So watching the inhale, seeing it fill the chest and then the belly. Watching the exhale, feeling the belly draw back, the rib cage contract. And counting in your head, see if you can bring the inhale and exhale to equal length. And when you're comfortable with the breath of equal length, see if you can add a count to the exhale. Make the exhale slightly longer than the inhale. A very stress relieving breath, extending the exhale. Mind-body connection. We carry a lot of stress and tension in our shoulders, so when we tell the breath to relax, the body follows suit. If extending the exhale by one count is comfortable, see if you can extend it by one more. Only as far as there's no pushing or forcing. So when we breathe like this, we switch on the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest response. The opposite of fight or flight. So let's spend a few more breaths here. And then returning to your normal restful breath. Draw the knees slowly towards each other. Roll over to one side, so rolling off your prop. And moving the prop out of the way. Cross the shins. Take the hands underneath the back. Press yourself up to a seated position. I hope you enjoyed that practice. Namaste.